Hello, people. Hello, people. How are you all doing? It's a very good day here today. How you doing? I've told you I cannot say that thing very well, so leave me alone with my Nigerian accent. So welcome, you guys. Welcome all. We have a very special guest in our midst, and I'm going to bring him up on the studio just now. Yeah, welcome, brother. Can you hear me? You are on mute.
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
All right, good, good.
I've
Yeah, thank
unmuted
you for
myself.
honoring. Yeah, good. So who do we have here? Let's get right into it.
Okay, thank you for having me today. My name is Mary Azenda.
Okay.
I'm from Benue State, um, an ex-seminarian, of Catholic Archdiocese of Abuja. And I think that is all for me now. Okay,
Okay.
so what I'm doing now, on the flyer I wrote sales executive at Maduson Solar Ltd. I work with a solar company in Lagos,
Okay.
and this officially will be like an announcement to many
Good.
people who knew me as a seminarian. Because many people do not know that I have left the seminary, so this is an official announcement that
Wow.
this guy,
That's
this guy is not in the seminary again.
wow. That's interesting. So when did you leave?
I left last year December,
Hmm.
shortly before the ministries. December 8th usually assign install ministers, so I left before the ministry.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And you said this is okay. This is both an official announcement that you have left, and also an official shout out to what you do. So, let us before we conclude, we'll put your information like your job or your company so that those who want anything concerning solar can reach you. Is that okay? Okay. And you are in
Yeah,
Lagos,
sure,
right?
please.
Okay.
Yes, I'm in Lagos.
Great. Okay. So, when did you join seminary? And yeah, when did you join seminary?
I joined the seminary 2017. 2017, yeah, that was when I went to spiritual year in Eroku, Kwara
Hmm.
State. So,
So you joined seminary
Kwara
2017.
State,
You were
and
not a
then
young. Sorry, continue. Continue.
sorry,
Continue. I'll continue. I will talk when you're
yeah.
done. Sorry.
So 2000 till 2023, yeah, 2023 that I left.
Oh, 7 years. You were obviously no longer a young boy, so you did not join in the secondary school like junior seminary system. You don't
Okay,
see
I
I
went to
before.
junior seminary for some years.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I went to St. Simon and Jude Minor Seminary, Kuje. I spent 2 years there, then I left. I went to Mount St. Michael Secondary School, Aleide,
Mm.
in Benue State. And then it was after that I think I applied for medicine. Yeah, I
Okay.
applied for medicine and I was not offered admission, and I decided to start working. So I was working. It was during when I was working that I applied for the seminary and I got admitted.
Okay.
I
Good.
was sent to Eruku. So that is how
Okay.
it came up.
Okay. That's good. Okay, cool. Cool. Um. So, what was your seminary experience like? By the way, can I just ask you if you have experienced any stereotype, if that towards you, or if you have noticed it as an ex-seminarian, do you think that people see you? Okay, your own, you're just, people don't even really know that you're an ex-seminarian. But from your perspective, do you think that there is some labeling, there is some stereotyping or bias against ex-seminarians?
Okay, before I answer that question, let me state that I left on my own. So making a decision to resign on your own accord is a different ball game entirely from when you are expelled from the seminary.
Mm,
So
mm,
making the decision to leave, anyone that gets to know that I left on my own will be like, ah, you were courageous. That is so courageous of you. So I did not really experience any stereotype. Just a few people
okay.
who knew about it and were not actually happy that almost I was expecting you to be a priest, and you did not become a priest. I'm surprised. All those all that is really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can
So
only
far, I've not
imagine.
experienced it, and I realized that a lot of people actually like working with ex-seminarians, and I'm one lucky person that got to be working for a company which is owned by a Catholic, actually
Mm,
a knight Catholic church, and he's a very devoted Catholic. So many people like working with ex-seminarians, and I think I love the fact that I went to the seminary and
mm.
I am out now.
Good. It will seem
It's been
like
an amazing experience.
great. It will seem like the whole thing about bias and stereotype is largely when maybe you were asked to leave, as against when you left on your own, and also more during the transitional phase. So once you find your feet in society, nobody really stereotypes you again, right?
Yes, yeah, I don't think so. I
Okay,
really
in
don't
my
see
own
it like that.
in my experience, I was expelled from junior seminary because we were using phone. We're doing strong head. Uh, after our SS3, after our WAEC, we school had finished. Like everybody had gone home. It's called, that during extension when WAEC SS3 students are still in the
Extension,
school.
yeah.
Yeah, we are done with our exams, just waiting for send forth to get home. And then some of us went for a free day, got our phones, and we're having fun. Oh, let me chat with your cousin sister. Oh, let me chat. Those kind of things, young boys and all that. So that's how they caught somebody and then expelled 18 of us or so. Eventually, I joined Schoenstatt, and then I would then live on my own. So I have both experiences of being expelled and of living on my own. Anyway, that's it's your story we're hearing for today. So
Yeah.
how did you come to the decision to leave?
Okay, I think that is where the courage come in. It took me 1 year before I finally left. 1 year and about 4 to 6 months, I think so, before I finally left the seminary. I, when you want to leave the seminary, you need a lot of courage. You need a
Hi.
lot of courage to leave the seminary.
Hi.
And
Joanne. Okay, Fortunatus. Yes. Sorry, I'm on the Zoom. Did you? No, let me mute myself. Sorry.
so basically, it wasn't easy, but I remember the whole idea is about discovering yourself. When I was in seminary, one thing I try to do is to discover myself better, to know myself better, and always have
Mm,
it within me that is this what I want to do or this is not what I want to do. I was always asking that. I was very conscious of that thought, and I was asking myself, "This is what I want to do. Is it truly what I want to do?" So, all the years I spent in the seminary, I was trying to discover myself, and luckily for me,
mm,
my rector one day told us that seminary is all about discovering yourself. And at a point where you discover yourself and you feel that this is not where you want to be, you should try. to make the decision and be courageous enough to leave. So at least I think those words were encouraging and a force that pushed me to really come out and be sincere to myself that guy, this place not be where you want to. Forget say there's a lot of privileges that come with being the seminary, being a seminarian, but deep down, guy, this not where you want to be. So I informed my VD first. I remember telling my mates that I was leaving the seminary. Many of them were like, "This guy just a joke." No, many of them felt that I was just joking.
Look at the comments on the
So
screen.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, that is my that is my should I
That's
say
who.
my brother-in-law or something?
Oh, okay.
The comment that
He was probably expecting that his in-law will be a priest. Yeah.
yeah, everybody was actually expecting. And interestingly, I was the first major seminarian from my parish. So
Okay.
there was a lot of expectations that I was going to be priest. So them hearing
Okay.
this interview today will be a lot of shock to them because many are
Okay.
not aware that I actually left seminary from that parish. Many still thought
Okay.
I'm in seminary because since I left, I went there once and I disappeared.
Okay. Yes. I think it's okay to disappear because the transition moment you need to take care of yourself. But is there anything you want to tell those who are seeing you now and discovering all of a sudden that you're now an ex-seminarian?
I would like to tell anyone, I'd like to tell anyone that who just knew a few seconds ago that I'm no longer in the seminary that don't be disappointed. I'm disappointed because God has a way of doing his things. Believe me when I said that before I left the seminary, I devoted myself for the first time, devotedly without being following routine, without following the routines of the seminary to Blessed Sacrament. I was posted to a
Hmm.
village, and one thing I said to myself that God, I need a visible answer. I need a visible answer to this request, to this decision I'm about to take. I want to be sure that I'm not making a mistake. I don't want
Yeah.
to regret that. Why didn't I continue? You get?
Hmm.
Why didn't I continue to the seminar? So I devoted 2 months with a psychologist because my diocese I thought that maybe I was not okay to have come to the I want to leave the seminary because I remember telling my video and he was like, but you're not having any moral issues. You're one of the most calm guys we know in this diocese or as our seminarians. What is happening? You are very hardworking. What is happening, Seamus? Why do you want to decide to leave? I said, Father, I'm not feeling myself here. So, hmm. So if you're just getting to know that I have left the seminary, I want to apologize for disappointing you. Sincerely, I want to apologize for disappointing you because I know you were looking up. Many people were looking up to me to be their priest. Many people wanted me to wed them. I remember some people that told me that you are going to wed me,
Oh.
and many people at some point saw me like role model, especially
Hmm.
from my parish,
Hmm.
and now you are getting to realize that I'm no longer a seminarian. And sorry, let me say that sorry to disappoint you, but I did it for my best interest because I always say that it's better to find happiness and fulfillment in life than to
Hmm.
force yourself through it and at some point realize that this is not what you want and live a life of regrets.
Yeah.
Because whether we like it or not, there are some of our brothers who are not happy anymore in the system, but the courage to make the decision is no longer there. No longer
Yes.
there. So if you're just finding out, accept me the way I am, because this is me. There's no difference from when I was in the seminary and now that I'm outside the seminary. The only difference I would say is like I'm no longer wearing white, but trust me,
Mm,
I love the fact that I went to the seminary and I'm serving God in my own way. So anywhere you are, the whole idea was to serve God. And
mm,
though I'm not in the seminary, I'm still a devoted Catholic. I love being a Catholic 100%, and
mm,
I'm thankful to the church. So that is all I can say to those people who are just finding out that I'm no longer a seminarian. I choose this interview because I want to use this medium to actually apologize to those who are disappointed and to thank those who actually supported me genuinely. Those who were my backbone, my benefactors and benefactresses. They're really amazing.
mm,
I have amazing people while I was in the seminary. So I'm
mm.
grateful and to say I'm grateful. Oh, the comment. Tell us how your parents behaved when you shared the news today. I know it's gonna be funny.
All right, so let's take that as our next
Sorry.
question.
Okay. Okay. Let me start with my mom. My mom was the person, the funny one here. The first question my mom asked me was, "When are you going to get married?" That was the first question my mom asked me. When are you going to get married? I said, "Mom, calm down. I'm just leaving the seminary. I'm just about. I've not even left, and you're asking me when am I going to get married, man? It's not about marriage first, man. It's about settling down. So
Yeah,
calm down, okay? Don't rush me into marriage. Let me take my time. But I know
yeah.
that I'm going to get married, so be patient with me." And as for my dad, when I told my dad I was leaving the seminar, my dad felt very disappointed. He was very, very
Mm,
disappointed sincerely because he was not expecting it. He was actually happy that I got seminar. I went to the seminary,
yeah.
but telling him after 7 years, when it was just 3 years left,
How many
and
years
he was
more?
wondering what is. So just 3 years left.
Wow.
So he was wondering what was that made you to decide that you want to leave. Wetin happen? It's like they tell us wetin happen. What is it? I say nothing. No, I just don't want to do it again. So
Yeah.
what I'm
That's
telling them.
interesting.
In fact, it made him sick. Actually, it made him sick. Made him sick. And I remember my elder brother telling me that why didn't I informed him about it so that he will look for a better way to relate it to my dad,
Mm,
before other like the way I did, because I went to my dad straight to tell him about it.
mm,
Though he was the last person I informed that I was leaving the seminar because I was considering his health. Leave without informing him. You get? I did not
mm,
want to leave without informing him. I wanted to inform him before I would leave.
mm.
It was a very hard one for him to take.
Yeah.
Unlike my mom. So my dad was a very hard one. But remember I told you that I prayed about it. And
Yes.
my answer was actually my dad.
That's
So
the next. That's the next question, but you can go for it. The next question will be because there's other
the
people
answer
who
to
are
my prayer
listening.
was actually my dad. Because
Okay. Oh, your network is kind of difficult. Can you hear me? Can you hear
yes,
me?
I can hear you now. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
No, it's
You
not your
asked
fault.
yes, something.
So yeah, the next question is what you're about to touch on, which is so how did you really get convinced to live and be happy. You sound so happy, you sound so peaceful, you are so at peace with your decision, you look so like just assessing your demeanor. We've not talked apart from the last 10 minutes before this interview was the first time I'm speaking with you. Um so how did you get this conviction? And how, yeah, just walk us through it, because there are other people who may be
All
thinking about
right.
this.
Okay.
Go ahead. Please go
Okay.
ahead, okay?
Like, I don't know. You're done. My network is
No, go ahead, we can hear you.
okay. I don't. All right. Like I told you, mine was a process.
Leave,
Mine was
leave,
a
don't
process.
don't
Mine was.
don't look at the comments. If I see a comment that's a question, I will ask you, okay? Just so that the comments do not distract you. I'll be posting it so that other people will be seeing the comments, but not for you. If there's a comment that I need you to respond to, I'll let you know.
Okay, so mine was a kind of process. Mine was a process in the sense that I did not just wake up one day and said that I want to leave. I started processing it for 1 year and started making, after my pastoral year, I went back to the seminary. And so I was contemplating whether I want to do it or not, right?
Hmm.
So I was contemplating whether I want to leave or not, whether to leave or not. So it was a process. I was taking my time to come to in terms with that decision. So for a whole year, I was preparing my mind for the next years of maybe difficulties I will face or stereotype I will face or
Yeah.
abandonment that I might face. So I was preparing for it. And like I said, the last apostolic work I went to, I used that apostolic work as a way of praying about it. So every day I spent an hour before the Blessed Sacrament after Mass. That was something that somebody did not ask me to do. It was just what I devoted myself to and decided to discipline myself to. So every day I just spent 1 hour before the Blessed Sacrament praying for direction. So at this point,
Hmm.
I've already informed my parents about it, and I was now processing it within me to come to the final decision that okay, I want to pack my things and leave the seminary. So when I went back in my theology two, because I left in my theology two, when I went back to my theology two, I was just waiting. I told God that, God, give me a visible sign that you are with me on this decision. Give me a visible
Hmm.
sign. So the sign was actually my dad, like I said. I was just in the infirmary. I was just working in the infirmary one labor day. It was a labor day in the evening. I was working and then I got a call from my dad. From my dad. I got a call from my dad that whatever, these were his words, that whatever decision you make or whatever
Hmm.
life you choose for yourself, I am with you 100%. So I will support you. So those kind words from him and those assurance coming from him, who was not happy that I was about leaving the seminary, made me feel like okay, God has actually answered my prayer. God has convinced his heart already about the whole situation, and now his head too was calm about the decision I was about to make. So for me, that was how I was very sure what I wanted to do next. So the remaining days after that call were different. I saw
Hmm.
myself started getting angry. All of a sudden, I just was not okay being within the seminary walls again. So my diocese had already approved my application to be installed a lector, and
Hmm.
so was just there waiting for December 8th to be installed a lecture. And few days, just 1 week to December 8th, I called my VD that, Father, I think at this point I'm draw. I'm not going to take the ministry of
Ministry.
a lectureship.
Acolyte. Okay.
Yes. So, yeah, it was a lectureship at that point for my seminary. When you are in theology too, you be installed a lector. So I told him that I'm not going to continue. So that was when my VD2 said, okay, since you have informed me before and it's already, you are convinced at this moment that you want to leave, go to the rector, inform the rector that you are leaving, inform your Dasan brothers, and inform your Dasan brothers that you are leaving, and go for it. So that was how it happened. That was how it happened, and I was convinced
Okay.
that I was on the right track.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's another question we have here. Yeah, let me show you. What advice do you have for those who are facing stereotypes from the society on account of leaving the seminary?
Okay. I will treat stereotype as a way of character assassination for me. Oh. I will treat it like that because whether you like it or not, you are actually assassinating that personality and decisions. And so it's a psychological trauma. And recently I just made a video about it and posted on my Facebook page that and so I will borrow from those words, those thoughts, those points I use in that video. I will say that first you have to love yourself, bro. You have to love yourself because you have to love yourself, accept yourself that you are better and you are in a better place. You're in a better
Mm.
place. So no matter where you are, no matter where you are, there's nothing that someone is going to say about you that is going to make you feel bad. So just accept yourself. That is the first one. Secondly, uh, don't look for people to validate you. Don't look for people to validate you to the fact that you are no longer a seminarian. Move on, forget about people are saying about you that this one ran away from the seminary and he's no longer a seminarian. Bro, fight for yourself. I remember an advice that a brother gave me when about leaving. One of my classmates, he said to me, "See, when you go, chase a life for yourself, make a life for yourself, and every other thing will be added. Every other thing will fall in place. Just make sure you make a life for yourself. You get so if you are facing stereotype in the society, first be happy with yourself that it was God's design that you left the seminar. Either you were expelled or you choose to live on your own. So forgive yourself and forgive any other person who hurts you or you felt that was the cause of the problem of you leaving the seminary. And so love yourself, be happy with the decision you made, and work hard to make a living for yourself. Bro, when you make a living for yourself, nobody, I repeat, nobody will say that this one left the seminary or did not leave the seminary. Just find yourself in the society to add value. Nobody will talk down on you. I'm proud that now I am working with someone who saw the value in me and the value I can contribute to his company and the society. And so when you look at me, the first thing you look, people see that their money that they see. There's no money here too. But I know that I'm adding value to myself. I give out smiles. So when you see me, when I dash you one smile like this, you will not even know that I'm an ex-seminarian or not. That you, hey, this is because I was actually a seminarian. So this smile, I learned it when I was in seminary.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So that is
That's
it.
cool. There's another question. It seems like this my followers today, they are taking over this interview. I'm not saying anything, they're just the ones asking you the important questions. By the way, before you respond to this question, I watched that your video. I watched that your video about how to manage um, character assassination, or how to heal from character assassination. I loved it so much. And there's something you said about just naming your feelings, allowing yourself to feel your feelings. Don't shrink or hide, or don't just silence your feelings. Feel your feelings, and you can grow from that. Can you say more about that?
Yeah. Okay. Basically, first place I saw that was in a book written by Brian. Say, when you are ready, heal. When you are ready, heal.
What's the name
Basically,
of the
it's when
book
you are
again?
ready to heal that you will heal.
Mm.
When you are ready, when you are ready, heal.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, um, if you want to heal from anything, if you want to heal from anything, you have to face it. You can't heal by dodging dodging your feelings or running away from it. You have to face it. You face your fears, you face your challenges, come in contact with that battle, and that way you'll be able to overcome a particular situation you are in. So for a character assassination, it has a lot of impact on your kind of person, your personality. And so, if you want to build your self esteem, you actually have to be face it like, okay, yes, people are saying this about me, but this is not who I am. And because this is not who I am, let me face the fact that they are speaking against me, you get, and they are
Yes.
not happy with me or the way I do things, but that is not who I am. Because actually, Socrates will say that man know thyself. Yeah, man know thyself. So it's only you that know your true self. Because you know your true self, there's nothing that anyone would say about you that is true. Though sometimes there what people see that you don't see about yourself, yes, but what they say does not determine who you are. So basically, just face the fears, face whatever it is, and penetrate through it. You might not know that the light behind the fear is very close, but because you are not facing it to pass through the fear, you will not know that you are very close to your breakthrough. Yeah.
Okay. Let's come back to this question. What was the reaction from your fellow seminarians like? This my people, they can fire questions.
Okay, my brother seminarians, I always remember the day I wanted to leave. The day I wanted to leave was the most emotional day of my life, I guess, because many of my brothers did not go out. They were inside the room with me, watching me package my
Hmm.
things, arrange my stuff, and
Yeah.
leave. But before then, now this is what happened. Funny enough, something happened before I left. Um, the first vacation, like the vacation before the last one, before we resumed, I told them that I was not coming back. I told them that I was not coming back. And many of them were like, come on and Seamus, why are you leaving now? You know, some of us are looking up to you. So you should
Hmm.
not leave. I told them, don't worry, I'll not be back. So one of my brother was planning to leave, and I did not know that he was actually planning to leave. He was just quiet about it. So when we went
Hmm.
on vacation, he just told me that, bro, I'm leaving, oh, I'm not going back. So he left and then he traveled. He traveled. So on my other end, I resumed. I resumed back. And they were like, she must say he's leaving. I did not leave. So the other guy that said that said he was not leaving left. So Shemos is just a joker. He was not going anywhere. But they were shocked on the day I was packing my things. So many of them were actually in my room, like saying that, bro, you don't have to leave now. What is making you to leave? What is that thing? Is it that you saw something out there that you don't want us to know about it, or what? So, but uh, that was not the case. Some of them, many of them were not happy. To be sincere, many of them were not happy that I was leaving because they wanted us to journey together. They wanted us to journey together, and for a class where some of them saw me like language wizards, that I get to understand languages, Hebrew and Greek easily, and also share it with others. The fact that Shemos will no longer be there to share something about what the
Mhm.
difficulty might want to be. So many of them are not up. Yeah. But
Okay.
all in all, it was my decision to make. So we were just
Yeah. It's it's
they were
funny
wishing me
how
good luck and praying that I succeed. So I'm grateful for the fact that they prayed for me and
yeah.
wish me well too.
It's funny how in most times in the seminary people say they will leave, they never leave. That people from JS1 they are saying they will not come back next semester. That's how they will say it until they become priests. So I know that story, and this is taking us to the beautiful experiences that you had in seminary, because seminary is a beautiful place. What are your like outstanding beautiful experiences as a seminarian?
First is working as a student nurse, as an infirmarian. So
No
basically, I
wonder.
worked for 7 years as a seminarian,
No wonder you are not going for prayers.
as an
Somebody,
infirmarian.
somebody attacked you. It's not attacked. Yeah. Look at. He said you are not going for prayers.
Don't mind me that.
Oh my god. All right, continue.
Don't mind Vitalis. Vitalis felt I was always dodging night prayers, but that was not the case. Many a times you find out that we have brothers to attend to, and some of them come very late for us to attend to them, and so we attend to them into the night prayer time, and
Mm,
you can see the infirmarians are dodging night prayers. But that was not the case. So, being an infirmarian in the seminary was a very lovely thing. I got to interact with brothers. I built I built they built trust in me. I think that is the word I use. They built trust in me, and so being an infirmarian was amazing.
mm.
Um, playing basketball,
I can
playing
imagine.
basketball was another amazing moment where you are always training to develop yourself to be a
Mm,
sportsman. It was a lovely experience. Then, and Solim Vespas was another experience that I actually missed in the seminar because since I left, only when I carry my BVRE to sing some of those hymns that I I remember them more. But Solim Vespas was one of my best moments in the seminary because,
mm,
bro, with a nice and lovely chapel in St. Thomas Aquinas Major Seminary, Makodi, one of the
mm.
biggest chapel in the Nigerian history of seminaries. You'll find out that prayers are sent to God from that place, and it was a very lovely moment. You just need to worship there. So when you are in Nigeria, just go to Stamps Makodi and worship. You will love it. You will love it. So I think those are the moments. What else?
They
I
are
think
still coming.
relating with
They are
people.
still coming for you. They are still coming for you in the comments. uh,
In my seminary, if Americans go to class, we go to class. Go to class. Actually, we have time we attend to patients.
okay. So I mean, I think I like the way people are asking you questions. It's fine. This is organic, and if there's anything you want to share, there are things I wanted to ask you, but some of these questions are already picking on the things I wanted to share. This one is like a long essay. How do we handle this now? Wow, no, no, no. We don't know.
It's so
Chooks, what is
okay.
it now,
Basically,
Chooks?
in summary, to this chief question, this chief must be a philosopher. This guy,
Look at
these
the
are guys
next.
that argue a lot,
Look
like
at
in
the
philosophy.
next. Look at the next set of questions. Yeah, Chooks. I hope I would like to talk with Chooks one of these days. I had a
Okay,
one. Go ahead.
there are some points here that are actually love. Please tag the comment again. But
Okay, this one.
first, how can we apply the book principles to
Okay,
our
this one.
relationship with others? See, that first question, know that everybody have one or two issues he or she is battling with. He or she is
Mm,
battling with. So because of that, know that you have to give out kind words, right? Give out kind words. So no matter what you are doing, just give out those kind words to people, right? That part of gratitude.
yeah.
Gratitude is very amazing because, like my video will say, Father Gratitude, just be thankful for everything. I'm thankful for the fact that I went to seminary. I'm thankful for the fact that I'm no longer a seminarian. I'm thankful for the fact that I met lovely people while I was in the seminary. I'm thankful that I'm meeting lovely people now. So many a times we only speak about the odds and forget to be thankful and grateful for
Mm,
the things. And being thankful for the fact that I was in the seminary and I left have made me settle down so fast. Like I blended myself very fast because I showed gratitude for every small thing um, anyone does for me. So it
mm,
has actually helped me. And what are the common triggers that can hinder a healing? And actually, when you are always reminded of the fact that you are a failure or you fail in that aspect, when you are always reminded of the fact that you fail in that aspect can trigger you to those things trigger you. How can we cultivate a growth mindset in our daily lives? First, be what? Make the decision that you want to grow. First, make the decision that you want to grow. Your camera is facing that anyway. So make the decision that you want to grow. That is first. Just make that decision that you want to grow. When you have made that decision, you'll find out that your mindset will be attuned to growth. Then work towards it. Work towards making conscious efforts to grow. That way you will be able to. So here, basically those are the things I will tell you from that book for now. Because I feel like there are lots of comments. I feel like there are lots
okay,
of comments.
this my tracking camera wants to disgrace me. Anyway, let's go to your life outside the seminary. We've talked so much about your life in the seminary. What is, being outside? What does it look like? Your theme for this conversation is about courage. You've talked about courage to make the step. It seems like you picked that courage from your prayer life, from your relationship with God. So, how is life outside? How is it for you? And I like what you said about gratitude. Beautiful. I see how your gratefulness is showing in your life, in your demeanor. and I think we all need to continue to learn to be grateful. So, how is life outside for you after being in the seminary? Are you there? Did you get my last question?
We still have calls. Many of them still check up on me. I check up on them. If any of them is celebrating birthday, I try to make sure that I call them to wish them well. And they're always calling or chatting me up. I'm still in my class group. So we share that moment within the class group. It's not like when you leave the seminary you have left the class. No, for us we are still sharing that brotherhood. I'm still their brother, but you know, just uh,
You see this comment. This is the thing I like people to.
just that
This,
outside the system.
yeah.
Marvelous.
This kind of comment from Opas is the kind of comment that people should read in their
Who is
lifetime.
surpass?
I don't know, and maybe I will go and open his profile so you see him. This is the kind of comment I would love for you to read in your lifetime. It's not when you buy now, people will be writing essays about you. I'll open up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, Opas, thank you for that. This is what people need to hear. Honestly, you said something else. Yeah. Thank you, Opas. Anybody, you tell people when they are alive, tell people to their face. The whole world is watching and they are seeing that this guy helped you. That is what we love to bring out, you know? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I was asking a question. I think the network was not so good. Did you get my last question about life outside the seminary right now?
So my truth be yeah. So truth be told, when you leave the seminary, the first few months, 6 months, 1 year or 2 years, it's not easy to be sincere because the seminary life and the world outside they are not the same. You find out
Mm,
where the church provides almost everything for you, and you are coming you have to work for everything you own, for every penny you make. It's not easy.
mm,
It's not easy.
okay.
But I'm grateful because after I left the seminary, I also had another mentor who will help me to be a better person, who will help me to succeed. And as God will have it, I got that connection just few months when I moved to Lagos. So it was like I was tying myself down when I was in Abuja. But I just decided one day that I need to leave this Abuja. And I left. I moved to Lagos, and that was how, before you know, 3 months, God connects me, and I'm happy. I'm happy about the connection. It happened like a magic. It was a prayer answer for me actually. So outside the seminary, I have placed myself. I've made up my mind that I need to learn about to live outside the walls of the seminary, and every day is like a learning process for me. Some of the things I do not do, like I was never into solar. I just remember being having this handwork of DSTV installation. That was what I was doing with, and I was doing alongside laundry before I
Mm,
joined the seminary. So those were the handworks I had before I went to the seminary. So being an infirmarian, I was also helping out with fixing the DSTVs in the seminary when there is issues. Solar was not part of it. Sincerely, solar was not part of it. So
okay.
I had to learn about the learning process while I was in the seminary. So while I was in seminary, I learned how to drive, and it has actually helped me now that I'm out here. My first two jobs after I left the seminary was driving. I drove for a supermarket. I drove for a school before I got to my present day job. So basically, life has been up and down, but very hopeful, very hopeful. And I'm excited because all these things are just building me to a better man I'll be very soon. I feel I say very soon because I'm very
Okay, so that's cool. Your life, you seem to be a very spiritual person, like you're deeply in
so
connection with
sorry about the
yourself.
network.
Okay, you're deep in connection with, can you hear me? I have a very good network.
Um,
Can you hear me now?
partially it's breaking. My network is breaking, but
Okay, let me type my question. Hmm.
okay. I think I can even hear you better now
Okay,
if you speak.
so to
I
all
think
your,
network is
what are,
stable now.
okay, what are your words of encouragement to, I mean, everybody faces, leaving the seminary is like a breakup. I made one of my videos like that. It's like a breakup. Either you engineer the breakup or somebody broke up with you, you know. So because it's a breakup, there's a disconnect with what you had envisaged, and there's the starting of a new thing. So a lot of people also experience breakup, betrayals, hard times, and all that. What can you share with most of our followers, most of our viewers who are not seminarians, who have never been there, but are probably they have gone through difficult time in their school, in their relationship, in life generally?
So what I would say, my encouragement to every Nigerian say you're gonna learn and you're gonna learn the hard way. So we are learning and we are learning it the hard way. So but what I'll say to you is let's be hopeful. Let us be hopeful and we should not give up. Keep doing what you are doing. Keep doing what you are doing. If you don't have what to do, please look for something to do. And as long as you are adding value, you will. You will make from it. Until when I came to Lagos, that I know that selling pure water and hawking water is very lucrative. Like you can make a lot of money from it. People who are hawking water are making money from it. So just make sure you get something that you can add value to someone or render a service. And as long as you're rendering a service, before you know it, your breakthrough will come from it. So don't be discouraged. My boss will tell me that in the midst of hardship, people are making a lot from those situations. While we are suffering, there are people who are making a lot of money from our hardship. And because they are rendering services, some are rendering services. I want to speak to those who are rendering services, though, not those who are victimizing us and making making life out of our hardship, but rather
Hmm.
those who are actually genuinely working for what they own. Yeah. So whatever you are doing, don't give up. Don't give up. Just hustle. Look for a way to start something, and no matter how little it is, just start them. I remember going for an interview when I left the seminary to be a personal driver for someone. And when I shared my story with the guy that I am an ex-seminarian and I have a first degree in philosophy, the guy was, with all your experiences, the guy was like, why do you choose to apply for a driving job when you can actually go for something better? I told him that I'm not in a haste. I told him I'm not in a haste to be up there. I want to take it gradual, one step at a time. And me applying driving job is like with your boss. You have to be patient with the road users and everyone around me. So whatever you are doing, just keep doing it. Be hopeful, be happy doing it, and you'll find yourself before you know you'll be there. So like choose to say, it's until when you give up or when you stop trying that you have given up. So don't stop trying. Keep on trying
Okay.
and never give up.
Okay. Do you have any like final words, concluding words? It's like your shoot your shot moment right now. Are there I know you have thanked people who supported you. You have thanked your what do you call it?
Shoot your shot.
People. Yeah, like this is like anything you would have loved to say that I did not ask you. Anything you want to get off your chest, somebody you want to shout out to, just like your final words, to really wrap up this conversation and make sure that you said everything you wanted to say. Take as long as you want.
All right. Thank you so much. First, let me be grateful to you for for having me here and for me to share my experiences, because I definitely know that there are some of my brothers again who are actually struggling with settling down. Some of us have moved on, but maybe some of them are out there who have not moved on. So if you are watching me, because I shared this on my WhatsApp and Facebook, and I hope that you get to see it. So if you're out there, bro, kindly move on. Kindly move on. Don't wait for them to call you back anymore. If you are going to be a priest, if you are going to be a priest, God has ways of working out things for us. So He will definitely, you might find yourself just in another congregation. There's always a way out. There's always a way out. And I want to be specially grateful to my parish priests. Sometimes when I think about how leaving the seminary and not being a priest, maybe for the church, it's saddening me because I know the effort he put in. Reverend Father Kaju Robert Kaju, we call him Father Bob. To his parishioners, but most especially he was very supportive to me. Everything you did for me. For the many times you sent me funds to buy my books for support, for help. I'm really grateful. Then I am also grateful to my vocations director, Father John Mary Atel. Father John Mary Atel is a lovely priest, so spiritual mentor. I call him my spiritual mentor. I remember him taking us on our Eucharistic extraordinary ministers of the Eucharist.
We are losing you. Your network, your network, your network. We are losing you.
I'm very grateful for the many times you came through for me. I remember when you gave me recommendations for a scholarship.
Wow. Hello? Hello, we're losing you. Hello? Oh my god, we're losing you. Are you there? Are you there? Okay. Oh my god. Sorry guys. Let me see if we can do something while we wait for him. His his network is obviously not the best right now. Let me share this and then let's see. Oh, he already left. I'm so sorry. Um, because of this song, the song Vitalis is alluding to, I felt led to. Okay, he's coming back. Yeah, welcome back.
So sorry
We,
about that. Can you hear me?
very well. Yes, we hear you very well now.
All right.
Mm,
Thank you. So I'm actually grateful to Father Paul Salami because, like I said, he taught me how to say the morning prayers after 1 hour. Spend 1 hour after Mass before the Blessed Sacrament. That was an amazing experience I had in my first part of my pastoral year with him. So it's very something that I always long to do. Yesterday I had the opportunity to be with the Blessed Sacrament again.
oh my god, his network is just not so good. Uh,
To all my benefactors, I remember Mrs. Ineka. Ineka. She's in US. She's in the US. She was my benefactor. She was she was an amazing woman. I met her when she came to Nigeria to get to wed. That was when I met her. So it's to those who supported me, to all my friends who even after I left the seminary, they are still there holding tight and you know checking up on me. It's
mm,
very I'm very honored. I'm honored. And finally, to my parents, my mom, my dad, my siblings, for standing by me at this moment, and my classmates. My classmates. We call ourselves the Marian set, right? Set
mm.
2017. And set 2017. So those guys are amazing. They abandon their own. So anytime I call them, they're always there. Some of them,
Can you
some
mention
of
some of their names? I love to hear this. There are other
oh,
seminarians. There are other seminarians that once their friend or classmate leaves, they cut the person off. I need to type all their names in the comment section. How many are they? Are they many?
okay, yeah. Let me just call. Let me just call the ones
Just
I
be
can
calling them.
remember.
Yes, just be
Okay,
calling them. Shout out to all of them.
okay. My dear, though he's an ex-Seminarian now too, but let me start with him. Osaze, Joel Osaze. He was amazing brother and a friend. Even after we left, he has always been there to check up. Um, Injoku, Injoku Chijoke, um, Darkop Jonah, Elijah Peter, um, Jude, Jude. Wait till that your son name again. Ishaya, Jude Ishaya. Jude Ishaya. Marcus Matthew. I've got that copy now. Chika Uche. Who again? Where is this guy? Why am I forgetting their name today? There are many. Okay, Beshel Benjamin. Beshel Benjamin. Paul Chuku. Who else? Solomon on the Hemba. Oh, these guys, they are so much. I can't always remember their name, but I owe it to you. Just know that even if I don't remember your name now, because it's an interview and want of time, please know that I hold you dearly in my heart, and I'm so grateful. We are brothers. Please, I declare your ordination. No worry. I can give your ordination life and direct.
Let me join my voice to shout out to all your classmates, all these guys you've mentioned, and the ones you've not mentioned. The 2017 set of Archdiocese of Abuja. You guys are beautiful. You guys are amazing. Seamus is here saying it. You guys are not normal because most actually you are normal, but because the abnormal has become normal, it now looks like you're not normal. This is why I'm saying it. Most ex-seminarians, their experience is that once they leave their seminary classmates, most of them just cut them off or begin to see them in a negative light. But you guys are wonderful. So thank you, and thank you. We hope that you hear this. We hope that you know that, and those who he did not remember, I did not tell him the questions I'm going to ask, so he's not planned for it. So, but if he didn't call your name, please know that he is grateful, and he is just wanting to have you know that he appreciates you. Oh, somebody is typing names here.
Yeah.
Also, okay.
Yeah. He was actually so Anyalichi James, Thomas Kolewale. Thomas Kolewale was actually from Kano. And I remember when he came for interview, that was when. So he's an amazing guy. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to all of them. Yeah, cute guy.
And I am also shouting out to this my amazing family, this my amazing followers. You guys are too much. You guys handled today's live session. I want to appreciate all of you asking questions, engaging with comments on the comment section. If you look at me right now, I am almost tired because I've been on an issue. There's something going on. Some of you know that I posted something about the priest I'm looking for his number. We are doing some things that is taking energy, that is taking resources, that is taking time, and you can see I'm not that hello people today. But it's okay. We'll get we are doing everything we do in love. We are sharing these stories in love so that we can all come to honor and love our church as a church that's not a church of saints only, but a church of saints and sinners. And it's okay. We God came to save us, and none of us should take the place of God. All right, so thank you guys. So all of you, our viewers, our followers, our commenters, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you, Seamus, for giving us this privilege to hear your story. Your story is
just this word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I have this. Sorry. For me, I'm very passionate about the Catholic Church, and I'm very, very grateful to the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is an amazing organization, and if not Catholic Church, I wonder what Christianity will be, and probably in Nigerian church. So please, love the church no matter what you feel your pastor is doing, and keep praying for them. It's a very hard battle. It's more. When we are in the spiritual year, a monk told us that if the devil wants to attack someone, or let me say, if the devil wants to attack people, They will go to the world with just maybe 100 demons, but when it comes to those in the seminary or in the priesthood, they go with like 10 million or 10,000s of demons to attack, you know, one. So please always remember to pray for your priests. It's not easy. It's not easy. So I'm grateful for all the priests making efforts. For those who are also struggling, we'll keep praying for you. We are grateful to you for the sacrifices you're making. We are grateful, and I love the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is amazing. And I've enjoyed every bit of it. So thank you all for having me here. I'm really grateful. So
Yes, our dear Mother Church, we love you. And we see your children here affirming our love for you. The individuals who are not doing very well, we still love you. We continue to care for even those who have been pained. That's why we want to hold all these things together. So thank you all for joining us today. Thank you for a lot of comments. People are thanking you. Yes, our prefects, you know what to do, right? Yes, prefects, do what you do. 10 people. We don't need to make it public. 10 people that's very active today, and we will do something for them just to support them for their data. All right, at this point, we are bringing it to a close, and we want to once again say, peace out.